Welcome to some very Wyoming weather out here. I'm Matthew Peterson. Happy to have you alongside me for today's broadcast of Evanston girls soccer. The Red Devils are taking on the Star Valley Braves. Once again, it's a bit of a frosty day out here today as the snow has really picked up in the last 10 or so minutes. But these competitors are not letting it slow them down. We'll have kickoff in a little under 13 and a half minutes. But first, we're going to give you guys an excellent pregame show to get you fully caught up before today's matchup between the Red Devils and their rivals, the Braves. We're going to have our scene set. We're going to hear from the Red Devils head coach, Carlin Barton. And then we're going to be diving right into this one. So a lot of great coverage coming your way. Don't go anywhere. It is the Red Devils and the Braves right here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of My Local Radio Soccer.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar-S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar-S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar-S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
Welcome back to Evanston Middle School Field for today's matchup between your Red Devils and the visiting Braves of Star Valley. I'm Matthew Peterson, and let's get you all set for the scene today and talk about these two sides and what they're bringing to the table. So first things up, we'll look over the visiting Braves. They come in with 1 win and 3 losses on the season. They're looking to snap a 3-game losing streak right now, so you know they're hungry for a victory, especially at their rivals' home field. They are managed by Jessica Bagley, and we should get some starting lineups from them in the hopeful near future. I can't imagine the snow here is making this process any simpler from bottom to top, top to bottom. So that is the scene set for the visiting Star Valley Braves. Now for your Evanston Red Devils. They are coached by Carlin Barton. We're going to hear from her in a few minutes in our coaches show. But the Red Devils entering with a 2-3-1 overall record. 2 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. That 1 draw, which garners them a point in the standings last week against Mountain View right here. A come-from-behind draw for the Red Devils. They went down 1-0 and then able to get a goal from Lauren Hyatt to equalize the score, but no extra time played. Both coaches decided, hey, let's just call it after 80 minutes, and why not? So Red Devils hoping to get back into the win column and pick up a big victory, I would say, before they go on the road to Jackson this Friday. That is a Jackson team that's one of the best in the state year in and year out, and make no exception for this season. So for the Red Devils, you know they are eyeing to get back not only into the winners column, but to pick up some momentum before a big road challenge up in Jackson. Meanwhile, for Star Valley, they're trying to snap this losing skid, and what better way to do it than at the pitch of your rivals, the Evanston Red Devils. We've got more coverage coming away in our pregame show. We are just a little over 9 minutes away until kickoff between these two sides. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to step aside for a quick break. When we return, we're going to hear from Coach Barton of the Red Devils ahead of today's matchup. And then before you know it, we'll have the national anthem, the starting lineups, all that great stuff ahead of a blizzardy game here. I mean, the snow maybe lightening up a little bit right now. I'm not sure. I'm no meteorologist. It's not the kind that's really looking like it's sticking much, but it's going to be a factor, no doubt about it. So we'll step aside for a quick break. You're listening to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Soccer.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
This First Bank of Wyoming broadcast of Evanston basketball is brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and he can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043.
Here with Evanston Lady Red Devils soccer head coach Carlin Barton. Coach Barton, last time you guys were out, you guys played Mountain View to a 1-1 draw. First, can you talk about what you liked that your team was able to execute against Mountain View?
Well, they started out the first half like way different. They did not start well. So what I really liked is after we talked to them at half, they completely turned things around, and when they went out right from the beginning of the game, they were playing like how they normally played. So I don't know what happened the first half. I know some of our girls are friends with some of the Mountain View players, and I don't know if that played into it, but we just were not playing what we used to play. And I know like Lauren Hyatt wasn't feeling well, which I didn't know about. So I don't know, but after I talked to them at half, they completely turned things around. And so I was really proud of them for doing that. And I told them that after the game to start out the way we did, but to completely change it for the second half. That is really encouraging that just because we start a game not as great, we have shown that we can turn it around and change things.
Coach, you guys will take on Star Valley on Tuesday afternoon at 3 o'clock at the middle school, back to conference play. How important is this conference matchup for you guys?
This is a big one. This is a team that I think is a team that we can pick up a win against. But that means we have to go out and play like how we can play. And we could also have a loss, going against Star Valley. So I think this is a big game. Just because it's a game, I think we can win. So we got to go out and we got to play hard so we can pick up another W in our conference. Because right now, we only have the win against Green River in our conference.
Coach, you guys are almost halfway through the conference season. You guys will play, as I mentioned, Star Valley on Tuesday and then in Jackson on Friday. What have you guys learned about yourselves in just that short amount of time?
That we can work on things. And I think one thing that the team has learned is I have so many great players that give just such great individual effort. And it's not for themselves or for their glory, but just they're trying to work as hard as they can to help the team. But I think we've learned that if we use our team more, that we don't have to work as hard. So we can still give that great individual effort, but to use our team a little bit more. I think that's one thing that we have learned. I think we have learned this year that we can score. In years past, it just putting it together at the end has always been a struggle. And this year we've shown we can put the ball in the back of the net. So we know we can do that. Now we just have to put it all together.
Coach, what are some things you're going to be looking to accomplish against Star Valley?
So I'm hoping that we can continue to connect passes, especially connecting through certain zones that I've talked to the kids about, and just getting some great balls back into the middle. So we just need to collect the ball and not just necessarily kick it up the field, collect it and make a pass to somebody so we can keep possession of the ball. So that's what I'm hoping to do against Star Valley. Keep combining through the midfield, but not just kick the ball like I think sometimes we get stressed. It can be pretty stressful when they're coming at you hard, but if we win that ball to collect it and then try to get it to a teammate before we just get it out of there. And sometimes we have to just get it out of there, but that's what I'm hoping we can do against Star Valley.
That's Coach Carlin Barton, head coach for Evanston Girls Soccer. You can catch them on My Local Radio Tuesday against the Star Valley Braves. Pregame at 2:40, kickoff at 3 o'clock. And then we'll also have them on Friday live from Jackson, same times. Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck this week. Anything else?
Nope. Go Red Devils.
Big thanks to Coach Barton for lending us some of her time ahead of today's matchup. And talking about today's matchup, we are just over 3 minutes away until kickoff between the Red Devils and the Braves. We'll step aside for a quick commercial break. When we return, we should have the starting lineups and the national anthem all ready for you guys back at home. It's a cold one here. Enjoy your couch wherever you're watching from. We're just happy to have you alongside us for this first Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil Soccer.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankham, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? He told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankham.
Well, give him a call, 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankham at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
Welcome into our broadcast booth here at Evanston Middle School for today's matchup between the Red Devils and the Braves. If you're just joining us, let me get you caught up on our pregame coverage of this, where we had a scene set and a coach's interview with the Red Devils head coach Carlin Barton, and we should be all ready for kickoff. You see the clock there on the lower right-hand side of your screen. Just over 30 seconds to go until the national anthem, the starting lineups, all that great stuff. We're going to give you it all right here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil Soccer. And just like that, it sounds like we're getting ready for the presentation of our national anthem. And this was something I was going to be curious to see. It's cold, and these players are toughing it out right now because you see the sweatpants, the jackets, and all the good stuff that's keeping them warm and cozy coming off right now. And some legs being shown, which is just not what you want to see right now when it's snowing, it's cold, it's windy, it's Wyoming soccer. As sad as it might be to say this, could you get more picturesque perfect for Wyoming soccer this time of year? You know that the weather's not going to always cooperate with you, but hopefully we got a great game in store for us between these two sides who are both very hungry for a victory. Evanston looking for their first home win of the season. Meanwhile, on the other end, it's the Braves looking to snap a 3-game losing streak. As these two sides get ready for the matchup today, we'll step aside for a quick break, and on the other side of it, we're going to have the national anthem and the starting lineups. Don't go anywhere. We're just a few more moments away until kickoff.
When you want something custom built for your home, farm and ranch, vehicle, or trailer, it needs to be done with precision, be strong, and be affordable. Get all this and more when you work with the Steel Shop at Ellingford Brothers. You bring the plan or idea, and they'll make it a reality. The Steel Shop sells and installs vehicle accessories like bull bars, running boards, and bed liners. They also specialize in truck and trailer hitches as well. Get it built to last. Ellingford Brothers, 221 County Road in Evanston.
Two roads diverged in a wood, and I had just purchased new tires at Plains Tire in Evanston. The trained tire technicians at Plains Tire expertly mounted, balanced, and aligned my new tires, so I was feeling good. While I was there, they changed my oil, checked my brakes, fixed my AC, and made sure my shocks were in tip-top shape. And with their lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations, I was ready to roll. So, thanks to Plains Tire, when two roads diverged in a wood, I took the one less travel. Plains Tire, 157 Fair River Drive, Evanston.
Welcome back to Evanston Middle School, and I think the finishing touches are being put on right now as it looks like the starting 11 from both sides getting ready to take the pitch right now. And as soon as we get those announced, we will relay them over to you guys watching back at home. I want to also remind you guys, if you're curious about where the men's game is at, it'll be at 5 p.m. over at Bear River Meadows Park. Elon Olive will have the coverage for that one, so be sure to check it out. And right after this, I mean, doubleheader of soccer. What's not to love about that? So we should be getting closer to kickoff here, and we'll let you guys get yourself comfortable and ready to go. We'll be right back with the starting lineups and national anthem in just a moment.
Welcome to the home game of the Evanston Lady Red Devils and your Star Valley Lady Braves. And if you will all please stand and rise for the national anthem at this time. For the starting lineup of your Lady Braves. Number 1, Addie Butler. Number 2, Brady Sutter. Number 3, Emma Thompson. Number 4, Sadie Kazier. Number 5, Catherine Robinson. Number 7, Emily Strasberg. Number 14, Tessa Erickson. Number 16, Aspen Barkley. Number 18, Kenley Engelhart. Number 23, Willow Alleman. And number 12, McKenna Brogg. The Lady Braves are coached by Jessica Bagley and Ezekiel Mendenhall. Now for the starting lineup of your Lady Red Devils. Number 1, Brinkley Frankham. Number 3, Katie Saxton. Number 4, Hugh Penaloza. Number 6, Nyla Gonzalez. Number 7, Rachel Hawk. Number 11, Kinley Hintz. Number 13, Nayeli Mota. Number 19, Lauren Hyatt. Number 21, Katie DeRue. Number 22, Malia Wilson. And number 23, Morgan Chandler. The Lady Red Devils are coached by Carolyn Barton, Sonny Schuler, and Marley Cowan.
And we got the starting 11 for both ends, and now we should be ready to rumble between the Red Devils and the Braves. I'm Matthew Peterson, and we are in for a good one but a cold one. And so happy to say we are coming to you live from inside the press box right now. But as for all the Red Devil fans braving it outside, we tip our hats to you guys because it was a little nicer this morning. I mean, a little windy around town, but the snow is new, and that's never fun. So it's going to be some treacherous terrain out here, but hopefully a good one between the Braves and the Red Devils. Star Valley currently sporting their away kits. That's going to feature white tops, maroon bottoms, and gold numbers on the front and back, getting all three Braves colors in the mix. And as for the Red Devils, for the second time this season, they are home and in their home pinstripe red and black uniforms with black bottoms and white numbers on the front and back, and that Evanston Pitchfork E on their chest. And it will be Star Valley to kick things off to get us underway from Evanston Middle School field, and referee getting the A-OK from both goalkeepers, and we should be off and running with that. Braves play it back and immediately punch it forward. Knocked around the defense, only to be taken away for a moment. And quickly, it's going to be Brinkley Frankham getting off her line and having to address an issue. It is escorted out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in now for Star Valley. Scoreless on our Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard to start the game. Cleared out for just a moment, but ultimately that one rolls out of play. It's going to stick with Star Valley. They'll have a throw-in. Headed back for the time being. Off to Wilson. She's trying to handle it. Collected for a second. And now Moda fighting for it in front of the box. And there's the big boot that the Red Devil defense needed to get it from one end to another. Braves chasing back after it. Sloppy passing. Red Devils take it away. Now they have a chance. Inside for Hyatt, but too strong of a pass. It's going to get by her, and it's going to be picked up by the defenseman. Hinsey passing it off to Hawk. Nifty little pass, looking down the wing. Ball gets out of play before Gonzalez could reach it, and it's going to be a Braves throw-in. Across midfield, the Braves got it on the offensive side of things, but disrupted for the time being by Wilson. Moda on defense, and a shot just wide of the cage by Erickson, and it's going to be a goal kick now. Both sides trying to get some traction early on here, and on the offensive side of things, along with some tough playoff conditions, or playing conditions, I should say. And as I say that, the snow begins to lighten up a little bit. So hopefully that continues throughout the rest of this one and get a little more favorable conditions on the pitch. Goal kick now, and once again, it's going to be the Red Devils having Malia Wilson with the honors. Booming kick goes right down the middle, headed back towards her way, though, and then a whistle will follow that, and it's going to go against Star Valley, so Red Devils get a chance to push everything forward. Let's see what they can do with it. And right now in net, if we can get the camera right over there, you're going to see a good teammate, that is, and I think it's Morgan Chandler tying the shoes of her goaltender Brinkley Frankham. And I'll tell you what, when you get those gloves on, they're not the easiest things to get on and off. They don't just slip right on. So you really got to strap it down, and that makes tying shoes difficult. So Morgan Chandler recognizing her teammate in need and heads up play. We're back and running to the main attraction, and in the middle here, it's Hinsey way downfield. DeRue chasing after it, falling to Gonzalez. Getting past one defender, only to run into a second who pokes it away for a moment. Out of play and a Red Devil throw-in. Thrown deeper into the box, knocked around and cleared out by Star Valley. Hinsey. Passing it off to Chandler. Good loft inside, chasing after it's Gonzalez. Can she get to it in time? No. Other direction, the Braves come with it. Big boot downfield, and greeting it is the goalkeeper, Brinkley Frankham. Played out of bounds by Emma Thompson. Thompson, a senior, and this is a very senior-heavy class. You look at this roster, and it's littered with upperclassmen top to bottom. And checking out the starting 11, we've got all seniors and juniors with the exception of a freshman and a sophomore. So very top-heavy class as the strong throw-in from Allman is greeted and kicked down the field down the wing. Chasing after it's Thompson. It's going to lightly roll out of bounds. Wow, that one just hit the brakes as soon as it got to that goal line, but trickles across just enough to award the Red Devils a goal kick with a little under 35 to go in the first half. We're still scoreless in this one on our Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Chandler. Lofting it up for a moment, falls to Thompson, over to Hinsey. Down the field it goes, only to be picked up by the Braves for a throw-in. Penaloza. Nice move to get past one. Can she do two? Instead, she finds an open teammate behind her. Cleared out by the Braves, and it's going to be a Red Devil throw. And you check out the possession of this one. It's been pretty balanced so far. I mean, both sides with some good opportunities. No shots on goals, no corners, nothing like that just yet. But right now the Red Devils inching closer and closer as they get another throw in right outside the box here. Moda will throw it in for her side. Braves come away with it for the time being, but not for long as another Red Devil throw-in is coming up. All the way over to Hinsey. Top of the box, looking to find a friendly face. Instead, she gets a whistle, and it's going to be a free kick for the Red Devils in a good position. This Red Devil team has been on both sides of some very long free kicks. I mean, just a week ago against Mountain View, a long free kick by the Buffaloes to open up the scoring. But you go back to Green River, first game of the year, a long free kick to open up the scoring, as this one is pushed just wide. Hinsey with the right idea, but unable to locate the target, and a goal kick now coming up for the Braves. Addie Butler in net for her side as she boots it down the field. Ping-ponged around for just a moment. There's Hawk with the nifty steal, and right behind her, Wilson picking up for a moment. Two sides exchanging possession a couple times as this one creeps towards Frankham. A miscommunication, a wide open goal. Frankham trying to recover. Body is hitting the floor, no whistle. And it's going to be settled down. What a chain of events that one was, and ultimately results with a Brinkley Frankham scoop up and a punt coming our way. Wow. Red Devils avoiding disaster as Wilson and Frankham collided right at the top of the box. The net was wide open, and the Braves just couldn't quite pull the trigger on a shot, and they're not going anywhere for the time being, though, as this one is cleared out by the side, and it's going to be a throw-in for Star Valley. Still searching for our first goal as we approach the 10-minute mark of the first half. Downfield for Hyatt, and the flag is raised. It's going to be an offsides against her, but play on is called instead as no Red Devil was in the immediate area of the ball. Chandler will throw it in. Looks for her teammate Penaloza. Lost it for a second. Hinsey boots it down, and here's a good opportunity for the Red Devils. Down the side, long shot on the way, and it just creeps past the goalpost. Wow. Good look right there for Evanston. Unable to cash in, but they're getting closer and closer. You get the feel. Last one being Nayeli Moda, a senior, and also usually playing that back line. And what you see there is the ability to go from 0 to 60 as Hyatt takes his goal kick away. Braves defense squashes the chance for the time being, and now it's played back to Hawk. Trying to get past some defenders. It gets into no man's land, and now it's fought and jostled over. Right down the middle, but another offsides flag is raised as Butler can calmly stroll to this one and scoop it up. Still scoreless on our Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils trying to pick up a home win before they go on the road this Friday to Jackson, up to Teton County, and that's going to be a tough one because, you know, Jackson and soccer go hand in hand as they have always been a bit of a powerhouse in the Cowboy State, but the Red Devils will look to try and crash that party this Friday on the road. But first things first, they got to get through the Braves at home, as a good opportunity and a slow patch of grass will allow a nice finger or a toe tip along the sideline from Hyatt, but it's escorted out of play, and it's going to set up a goal kick. And or is that going to be a corner kick? Check that. Looks like it's going to be a corner kick. So we get our first corner kick of the game. First corner for either side. Played in the middle. Bounce, shot right to Butler. Good control from Hyatt, but that ball was on a one-way path right to the chest of Addie Butler, the goaltender. Red Devils get their first shot on goal, though, and that's what matters at the moment. On the other end, Braves looking to get their first. Instead, it's Frankham to it first to slow it down. High arching boot, only to fall to a Brave player, and it's played down the side, and Chandler kicks it out in front of her own bench for a Star Valley throw-in. Thompson down the line. Looking for a teammate. It's stripped away by Chandler. She's having issues with it and coughs up another corner kick for the opposition. Good looking cross from one end to another. Falls right to the Red Devils. Moda looking for Hyatt as she streaks after it, but not going to get there in time. Knocked around the back line of Evanston. Now they approach midfield. Hinsey wanted to get it to her teammate, but unable to get to that is Bardsley, who just checked into the game for Evanston. So a throw in now for Star Valley. Nearly midway through this first half, and I think the weather is really going to play an impact in this one, as when it's cold, it's tough to pick up some momentum, string passes together. Everything just goes a little slower. Well, here's something on the opposite end. A good chance now for the Braves, and a better save by Frankum. Frankum stood her ground and picks up her first save of the match. On the wing. Knocked around for just a second, but a throw-in will come up now for the Braves. Just had their best chance of the game, but Frankum stood in the way of that one, as she has done all year long. But now here's Hyatt as a long pass got past a defender's foot, but ultimately cleared away out of danger. And it gets out to Strasburg. Up top. Good cross is eaten up by Wilson, but a throw-in now. Strong boot by the Braves and just off the wrong part of her foot of Willow Allman. So it's going to be a throw-in now for the Red Devils as we get closer to the halfway mark of the first half and still scoreless on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Chandler's throw-in. Knocked out of bounds, and we will do it all over again. Looking for her captain, Hyatt. Saxton fighting for it. Chandler heading it around and falls to the feet of the Braves. And a strong shot, but it's just going to fall into the wind. And now Frankum loses it. Open net, whistle blows, though, and it's going to go against Star Valley. Could have been near disaster right there, as you saw that shot just get held up at the top of it. I mean, the wind took over and pushed it back, and it kind of threw Frankum off, I think. Read it right, but then all of a sudden Mother Nature says, no, we're going to redirect this one. And had to adjust and couldn't quite get to it in time, but a foul against Star Valley will negate any potential danger. Chandler throws it in along the line. Hyatt takes it away, fighting for it. And it looks like Saxton will be assessed with a handball as she kind of shakes that left arm loose. Incy with a nice looking ball right down the middle. Gonzalez chased after it, couldn't get to it in time. And it'll be another Red Devil throw-in. To Penaloza. Whistle blowing, and it's going to go against Star Valley, so it's going to be a Red Devil kick. Wilson airlifts it. Hyatt just knocking a couple of defenders overhand. A little overly aggressive for the official. He calls it, and it's going to go right back to Star Valley now. Couple fouls for the Red Devils is pushing this one down the pitch for the visitors. Good looking kick right towards Frankum though, and she gets down to greet it. Going to be a Red Devil kick after another Star Valley foul. So this official has been very busy in the last, 5-10 minutes or so? I mean, a couple whistles in a row here, and it's going to result in another free kick, this time going in the direction of Evanston, and taking it will be Kinley Hinsey, a freshman. Right over the top of the defense, letting her side chase after it. Hawk got to it for a second. Now it's played back to Penaloza. She pulls the trigger on a shot, and it rolls right to Butler. Good idea by Penaloza, but just not enough on it, as Butler was the first to get to it. Knocked around the defensive end of the Red Devils, and here come the Braves. They got a throw in right in front of Evanston's bench. Strong throw in that time by Barkley. Halfway through the first half, it's still scoreless on our Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard with a Frankum drop kick coming up. Moved along the edge. And it's going to go against Star Valley, so it'll be a Red Devil throw-in. Quick throw-in is taken away by the Braves for the time being. Both sides chasing after it, but Chandler's the first to get to it. Oh, excuse me, that's not Chandler. Is that DeRue? Hard to see from out here. We'll get a name in a second for you guys back at home. Line drive kick right towards Hinsey. Gets a leg to it and volleyed away by Chandler. Chasing after, it's Allman. Lost it for a second, and now the Red Devils with a great chance here off the feet of Bardsley. And once again, that Star Valley defense crashing when they need to the most as Wilson punches this one sky high. Bardsley got in front of that one and pushed down the field, but it's going to stay with Star Valley. Another throw in the direction of Allman, but the Red Devils not giving them any room right here, as you see them really tighten up and clamp down on the Braves in this attacking third. Hinsey at midfield, hits a couple bodies and maybe even an arm in the way, but no call made. Chandler got a foot to it, looks towards Hawk. Using the sideline and right down the edge. Here come the Red Devils. Good looking chance here. Played back to Hawk. Strong touch. Hinsey's there to fire away a shot that just misses on the left. Good idea from Hinsey as the Red Devils are beginning to tally up some shots. They got 2 shots on goal, 4 overall, but still looking for that big one, the first one on the scoreboard. Take the donut off. Butler clears it away. Yeah, another thing to keep in mind, when it's cold air like this, that ball is not going to travel as far as it would in a little more, we'll say, warmer temperature day. So these goal kicks, these free kicks, they're going to be limited. They're not going to get the extra yardage that they would get on a nicer day with higher and warmer temperatures. Penaloza fighting for it, trying to jar it free. She does for a moment. Finds Hawk, who couldn't hold on to it. In transition, the Braves moving it down the wing. And it's played out by Hoffler. Star Valley looking to string some passes together and get their first shot on goal. Not going to come right then and there, though, as that one exits the field of play, and it's going to be a Red Devil throw-in. Just over 15 minutes to go in the first half. Still searching for goal number 1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And it's just going to go to show, if we do get goal number 1, how prized and coveted that will be, because goals are not going to come a dime a dozen here. Chandler at midfield. Right down the line, looking for Gonzalez. She chases after it. Inside, taken away now. Good opportunity for Evanston. Can they cash in? Gonzalez. Knocked out of play for a second, and it's going to be a throw-in now for the Red Devils. Looks like Malia Wilson will throw it in for Evanston with 15 minutes to go in the first half. And an acrobatic throw-in at it as well, but right to the Braves. They clear it for a second. Now they push it towards midfield, but they run into Hawk. Chandler intercepting a pass for a second, but cleared away by the Braves. Down the side and out of play. It's going to be a Red Devil throw-in. And a foot race here, won by Frankham, but a much-needed one as well. And a strong boot by Brinkley to get it all the way across midfield. The sophomore, a strong leg, and sets up her team with a good opportunity here. Gonzalez going inside on the wing. Long cross, and Butler elevates herself to get to it. Another good shot there for the Red Devils, but just unable to fool Addie Butler, the senior netminder. Penaloza trying to get to it now. It's Bardsley's turn. Shot gets to the fingertips off the post. Butler racing after it, and she gets to it. What a good opportunity for the Red Devils as J.C. Bardsley beat the goaltender, but goaltender's best friend got in the way of the first goal. But now the Red Devils keeping their foot on the gas, crossing it inside. Bardsley let it go by. Chased down by the Braves. Moved up the wing, but in the way of that one's Malia Wilson. Strong first half for Bardsley, especially you think about coming off the bench for her. But it's had the best look so far for her side. 2 shots on goal, and the second one, I mean, just a second ago, wow, that easily could have punched its way to the back of the net, but that big white post said, no idea, no thank you. Frankham trying to race after it, and she gets to it. That's twice now Frankham has had to be alert as a pass got by her defense, and then a lurking Brave in the area could have caused some disruption. And with that being said, the snow beginning to pick up more and more here. Kind of lightened up towards the opening minutes of this one. Pregame, it was coming down pretty hard, but now it's starting to get back into that. Bardsley chasing after it. Wins the race. Shot is just going to come up short as Butler was waiting for it well off her line. Good idea, though, and once again, J.C. Bardsley having a strong start to the first half like we talked about. That's her third shot on goal for the Red Devils. Wilson, the nearest defender, and breaking up that opportunity, but a throw-in is now on deck for the Braves. Allman got to it first, but Penaloza takes it away. Q trying to break through this defensive line, does so for a moment. Now watch her turn on the Jets here as the pass is just off the target for Bardsley. Just over now 11 minutes to go in the first half. Gridlock here at Evanston Middle School. Snow coming down stronger and stronger in this one. Chandler with the throw-in. Punched right back to where it came from. Too strong of a pass, and Frankham waits for it at the top of the goal box. High arching kick from the sophomore. Kept in play by Star Valley. Now a good one-touch is going to nearly create a nice opportunity, but Frankham dives to the rescue and scoops it up. While Brinkley Frankham may not have had many shots in the first half so far, she's been a very active netminder as she has come off her line to eliminate some really dangerous scoring opportunities for the Braves. Throw in that time by Kaiser. Sadie with another throw-in. Headed up and falling to Wilson along the goal box, who knocks it out of play. This is a Red Devil team. When you look at the scores of their games, they're very polarizing, right? Up until last week, in that 1-1 draw, every time they won, it was in a kind of a blowout fashion, a clean sheet, no goals allowed. And every time they lost, they didn't score a single goal. So this is kind of the really first truly close game conference-wise, as a bit of a heart attack on a ball right there. Got through the entire defense out of play. It's going to result in a corner kick, first of the half for Star Valley. But yeah, like I was talking about, you rewind to the last couple games for the Red Devils, conference-wise at least, it's been either them beating up on someone or on the wrong end of it. Corner kick coming up now, right into the middle. Pinballs around for a second, move towards the goal line and gets out of play, and another corner kick coming up. We get the second of the half now for the Braves, both coming in the last 30 seconds. Headed out by Wilson. Once again, volleyed into the box. Hyatt chases after it. Able to get past one defender. Then she finds Penaloza. Good idea, but no one home right now for Penaloza as Hyatt chases after it, putting some pressure on the defense. They handle it well and knock it around and move it up. Q forces a steal. As these two sides are beginning to turn the ball over from one hand to another, back to back. This time Chandler jumping a pass and right back into the offensive third for Evanston. Hyatt down the side for Moda. Chasing after it, she'll win the race. Good cross from Moda. Looking inside, and it's just going to be wide of the net, so another goal kick coming up for Addie Butler. Little over 7 minutes to go in the first 40. Scoreless on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Butler trying to clean up her mess and able to do so as she clears it out. Handball will slow things down, and everyone on the Red Devil bench saw that one jumping up and down. Official catches it, so it's going to be a free kick now for Evanston. Just over 6 minutes to go in the first half. Wilson knocking it downfield. Hyatt chasing after it along with Saxton. Braves get to it first, but a throw-in comes up now for Star Valley to erase the problem. Booted down the pitch. Wilson chasing after it. Opts not to go to Frankham. Instead, a pass gets by Chandler, and now a Star Valley throw-in. Strasburg down the line. Chandler in a duel in the corner, and it's going to go towards Star Valley's way. They get the throw-in, they get the call. Crossed inside the box. Goes to Wilson. Gets it out for just a second, but the Braves are right back on it. Look at the Star Valley 11 right now. Not a single player even close to midfield. They are really pushing it down the field. And this is something you usually see in the last couple of minutes of a second half where you're trailing by a goal or two. They are really throwing it down here. Aggressive to close out the first half. Now it's up to see if the Red Devils can respond with a counterattack. Easy shot picked up by Frankham. Frankham assessing her options, and now airmails this one towards half field. Chandler intercepting the pass and sending it back to where it came from. Little north of 4 minutes remaining. Still 0-0. Penaloza has Moda on the wing. She races after it. She's going to get to it. Big first touch there. Now shoots and saved by Butler. Good opportunity for Evanston, but they're not going to go without any kind of reward for it. A corner kick comes up for the Red Devils, their second. Six shots on goal now in this half for Evanston. But Butler has stood the test to all 6 so far. Corner kick on the way. Little under 3.5 to play. Fun to watch the way this Evanston team will line up right before the kick's taken. As Hawk checks back onto the pitch for Saxton. You got 1 player, 2 player in the box. Now watch them all just charge in here as this one is held and handled with by ease for the Braves. Couple bodies colliding, but ultimately the Red Devils able to get a foot to it and get some possession for just the time being. That one is dealt by Hoffler, the junior defenseman. Bell chasing after it, but Wilson knocks it upstairs. Hyatt giving her defender fits. Hawk right there with her. They've combined to force a turnover for just a second, but it goes right back to Star Valley. Knocked around the midfield and in the direction of Strasburg. Emily down the wing. Inside to Wilson, who gets the inside portion of her foot on it with 2 minutes to go in the half. Allman will throw it in. And it's actually going to be a Red Devil throw-in. Chandler, strong throw-in to the back heel of Hawk. Wasn't quite ready for it. But off it goes to Malia. Hyatt trying to break up the party and force an interception. Instead, it's going to be a Red Devil throw-in. Good field position. Under 90 seconds to play. Penaloza trying to get a shot off. It's blocked immediately. Taken away, though. Penaloza's second try, and it goes right to Butler, who takes a couple bounces to corral it with 1 minute to play. Evanston's got it on the offensive third. Penaloza pushed off the ball. Braves trying to mount some attack here before the first half comes to a close. They have just over 30 seconds to do so. Instead, it's Hyatt on the attacking third and a good chance, but a strong first touch will go to the Braves and out of play. This clock will continue to run 20 seconds. Throwing inside the box. Goes to Star Valley. They clear it out from danger. 10 seconds. Kicked upfield with 3 seconds, and that looks like that's going to be the opening half here as 40 minutes are in the books. And we are no closer to our conclusion than we were at our start, as we are still stuck. I beg your pardon, as I'm stuck getting the words out at 0-0 on our Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We're gonna have a 10-minute halftime break. Don't go anywhere. We'll talk about this one and take a look at what's coming up on the calendar for Red Devils soccer. So more great things coming your way. We'll be right back after this quick break. You're listening to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil Soccer.
Receive the best service in the industry when you lease or purchase office equipment from the professional, friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions. With a guaranteed quick turnaround time, we will save you money, time, and energy with quality products and customer service that is unmatched in the industry. Serving customers in Wyoming and Utah, Mountain West Business Solutions is a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925. Call us today.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Welcome into halftime here between the Red Devils and the Braves. Still stuck at 0-0 on our Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, but let's talk about some of the first half highlights and stats. So for the Red Devils and the Braves, both sides kind of stuck at the early goings of it, but eventually it would be Evanston to emerge and get some good shots on goal, some good looks coming from the feet of Bardsley. J.C. Bardsley off the bench, a freshman, sporting that number 10 uniform, and 3 shots on goal. Probably the best one for either side. It was able to beat the goaltender, Butler, but at the other end, it was a post waiting for the ball to knock it back into the field of play and erase any opportunity for the Red Devils. Q Penaloza also had 2 shots on goal. along with Nayeli Mota and Lauren Hyatt, both coming in with 1 shot. And then as for the visiting Braves, just a couple shots on goal, 2 in total, but they had some good looks there. And by looks, I mean great creative and opportunistic ideas in terms of some strong through passes, leading their target, and it would be Frankham up to the challenge and meeting a handful of those right at the top of the box. There was one instance where Frankham and her defender Wilson kind of knocked into each other, collided, hit the floor, and a wide open net and a great chance for the Braves, but not really sure if they were aware of that. Didn't get a shot off. Probably will look back at the film and go, wow, we missed a great opportunity right there. But with that being said, we're still looking for goal number 1, so hope you're sticking with us here through halftime and into the second half. We've got just under 7 minutes to go as the snow kind of comes and goes right now, although it seems to be doing a lot more coming than going because it paused and kind of halted for a couple minutes, maybe 10, 15 in that first half, but picked right up again. Cold temperatures, nevertheless, as both teams braving it out. Don't go anywhere. On the other side of this break, we're going to talk about what's coming up on the schedule for Evanston Red Devil soccer. More coverage coming your way on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil soccer.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar-S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar-S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar-S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
The importance of saving and learning how to use money wisely can be taught from a very young age. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we offer youth accounts to help kids learn to save, borrow, and spend responsibly. Our youth accounts are special, just like the kids in our community. Check out our See You Grow, See You Learn, and See You Prosper accounts for kids 0 to 18. These accounts are great to start managing finances. Open a youth account today for $1. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
Welcome back to Evanston Middle School in this scoreless affair right now between the Red Devils and the Braves. We've got a little under 5 minutes to go until the second half gets underway. But first, let's check out the schedule. What's coming up for both the boys and girls soccer teams? So the men, they will be in action right after this one. Not here, unfortunately. It'll be on a different stream altogether over at Bear River Meadows Park. Eel and Alf will have coverage starting about 4:45, I would estimate, for a 5 p.m. kickoff. Hopefully, if the weather does not let up and this snow continues, I don't think the broadcast will be possible just because the equipment, you really can't have it outside if it's snowing or getting wet. That's not going to make for a fun day the next morning trying to repair that. So fingers crossed the snow lets up and the broadcast is possible. But looking ahead here on Friday, both boys and girls are traveling up north to Jackson to take on the Bronx, and that's a big test for both sides as that Jackson team is strong. On the girls' side, just one loss to their name in a one-goal game. They lost to Trona County by 1. And then as for the boys, they are undefeated, 7-0. That means just rattling off some impressive victories. So both the Red Devil crews on both sides looking to crash the party up in Teton County. That's what we got going on for our schedule. Look ahead here as these two sides will take a quick break from their homestands, right? Go back on the road. But then after that, going to be a handful of straight games right here in Evanston. And that's got to mean something because starting the season off with 4 or 5 straight road games is tough. As we have just under 3 minutes to go. It's kind of interesting. The moment the half ended, everyone vacated the field. I mean, I don't know where they found shelter, but they're looking for warmth right now as it is a chilly, windy, and snowy afternoon here in the Cowboy State. We're going to step aside for another quick break. You're listening to an Evanston Red Devils soccer production on a First Bank of Wyoming broadcast right here on mylocalradio.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
This First Bank of Wyoming broadcast of Evanston basketball is brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and he can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043.
There's a reason Rocky Mountain Yeti is Southwest Wyoming's #1 dealer. Come in and see what all the buzz is about. Voted Best of Evanston by you. Best of Evanston in new car sales, used car sales, and Best of Evanston in service. We have the best selection of inventory in town, paired with our legendary 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Come see us today at one of our 2 locations, 100 Wasatch Road or Yeti on 3rd next to Walmart. Let us help get you on your next adventure today. Rocky Mountain Yeti, legend driven.
40 minutes in the books and 40 more to play. Hoping to find a winner here between the Red Devils and the Braves here as we get the second half underway in just a few seconds as the 10-minute halftime buzzer sounds. And it looks like both teams have emerged from their respective warm and sheltered locker rooms, ready to get the final 40, or at least for the time being, the final 40. It could extend after that if we don't get a score. There will be some extra time added on, but we'll have to wait and see and cross that bridge if we get there. Officials right now exiting the vehicle that was keeping them warm, and it should be some soccer time here as both starting 11 for the Red Devils and the Braves hop on the pitch trying to get warm again. It's going to be a close one here. This is a big match for Evanston. I mean, drawing against Mountain View doesn't do too much for or against you. A non-conference opponent really won't factor into the standings for the West here. And then as for what they got going on, it's some tough games coming up, right? You're going to go to Jackson. You're going to have some rematches against Kelly Walsh, Natrona County, Rock Springs. Those 3 teams that you fell short to. So for Evanston, trying to get a win at home against a strong Star Valley team would surely do a lot for them. Looks like both sides all stretched and limbered and ready to get underway here. Red Devils will go from left to right, while the visiting Braves right to left. Evanston in those really, I gotta say, I like these home kits right here. Kind of a pinstripe, zebra almost of a red and black. Goes well with the colors of Evanston. I like it a lot. It looks good. And as for the Braves, they're in their road whites with kind of a maroon bottom for those of those players brave enough to not put pants or leggings on over them. But the official getting their time set, and it looks like we'll be ready to get underway here. Strong kick by the Red Devils goes all the way down to Butler. Headed back for a moment. Charging up to greet it was Chandler. Penaloza chasing after it, getting the shot off, and just wide. May have kissed the fingertips of Addie Butler, the goaltender, but a great start for the Red Devils this half as Penaloza nearly broke this one wide open instead of a goal kick coming up. Goes to Hinsey. Looking to cross it in. Failed clearing attempt will set up the Red Devils here. A long shot, gets to the legs of Butler, but she's able to jump on top of it. Great look, though, for the Red Devils, who kick off the second half with a bang, that time coming from Mota. And quickly they pick up 2 shots on goal to open up the second half. Still yet to beat that senior goaltender, Addie Butler. Penaloza running after it. Taken away by the Braves defense. Butler finds a friendly face, and now it's the Evanston Red Devils once again turning it over. Penaloza on the wing. Shooting it, partially tipped, and it gets through the goaltender's feet. Let's see if they award a corner kick, or will they say no one touched it? Surely someone from Star Valley redirected it slightly. Indeed, we get a corner kick, the first of the half for either end. Evanston had 2 back in the first half. Kick delivered and headed out of danger. Or so it seems. Mota crossing it in and well wide, so not much of a fright for Butler and that Star Valley defense. Nil-nil our score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard with little under 37 minutes to play in the final half. Hinsey going back to Chandler. Going now over to Hyatt across the defensive wall and scooped up by Butler. Big booming kick that time by the Braves. Gets it out of their end for just a second. And a chance for that defense to get some breathing in, but it doesn't look like it'll be for long as Hawk is just relentless right now at that midfield. Strong kick down the side. Wilson chasing after it, winning the battle. Now trying to get that ball to a safe spot. Instead, it's going to get out of play, and a Star Valley throw-in coming up. Headed inside for a moment, kicked towards the box and taken out away for a second. The danger still looms. Strong shot and saved by Frankum. Now the quick back, I beg your pardon, but the redirection off the back of a Red Devil and right to Frankum. So good opportunity for both ends now to start the second half, as the snow continues to fall and pick up. Mota trying to get after it. Too strong of a pass for her. Headed up by Hawk. Out of play towards the Red Devil bench. Second throw in down the line and falls to Moda's head, who steers it away. Once again, it's Moda knocking it out with her noggin. And this time it falls to the feet of the Red Devils, who mishandle it. Good opportunity for the Braves. Star Valley inside the box. Shot blocked. Ball kept in play that time by Wilson, and now a throw-in coming up instead of a corner kick for the Braves. So heads up play by Wilson to chase after that. Misfire on the cross. Red Devils clear it out for just a second, trying to get some reinforcements back and get themselves in their spots. Go back to the first couple minutes of this half, and it appears going to be all Red Devils, but the Braves kind of took that as a wake-up call, and now they've strung together some good looks offensively, but a whistle and a change of direction going the Red Devil way. Substitutions being made as Gonzalez checks on for Saxton. Throwing down the line, going right back to the Braves. Trying to respond with an offensive attack of their own. Penaloza giving her defender some fits, and now a long throw-in coming up towards the box. Whistle blows, and not sure what the call is, but it's going to go the Red Devil way. They're going to get the throw-in, actually. Wilson. Cross inside. Chandler tries to boot it out. Doesn't get very far. And it looks like a handball is coming up against Star Valley, so it's going to be a Red Devil free kick. They waste no time in doing so, but it goes right to the opposition. Little over 30 minutes to go in the second half. Still searching for the first goal on our Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Good clearance attempt, although it falls right to the feet of the Braves. Good opportunity here as they got it just outside the goal box. Chasing after it on the wing is Strasburg. Braves keeping it well inside the attacking third the last couple minutes, and this Red Devil defense has to be tired as this cross just goes off a foot of a friendly player for the Braves, not a play. So a much-needed goal kick coming up for Frankham and company, who had been on the receiving end of an offensive onslaught for what appeared to be 2, 3, 4 minutes. I mean, in soccer, that can really tally up, though. Not getting any break, but the damages and the pressure is not over just yet. They really got to get a strong kick here to get this towards center field. Get it outside the box, and now it's volleyed towards midfield, and a poor pass there by the Braves keeps it around the midfield. Over to Chandler. Hawk in on defense. Trying to steal the ball loose, unable to do so, but a recovery defense by the Red Devils knocks it out of play, and a throw-in coming up for Star Valley. And the snowfall really beginning to mount up right now. Before it was not really sticking much, but I don't know. To me, it starts to get that feel that it's picking up some traction. Speaking of traction, a slip right there by the Braves will get Hyatt a good throw-in off to Penaloza. Successful clearance by the Braves, and now they've got an offensive chance as this one gets past the defense. Wilson trying to break it up. Pushes her defender, and it looks like we're going to get a foul here and a penalty kick, I believe. Let's see what the official calls. Are they going to say it was just outside the box? I mean, a couple of feet here is going to dramatically change the outcome. So the Red Devils may have dodged a ginormous bullet right there. They'll say that the foul occurred outside the penalty box, so it's going to be a long free kick instead of a very deadly penalty kick. Nevertheless, a good look here for Star Valley, probably the best we've seen for either side so far. Over the wall to Frankham. Gets a fingertip to it. Ball still loose in front of the goal. A block right in front on a point-blank shot, and a whistle blows, and I thought I saw a hand fly in the air. It's going to be a penalty kick. Let's see if he awards a card as well. That's going to be the second big question. It looked too good to be true right there as a point-blank shot for the Braves was batted down from a Red Devil hand, and now Star Valley with only a handful of feet in between them and opening the game up here at the first score. Looks like it'll be Thompson to take it. Goes left and buries it. First goal of the game comes for the Braves as they lead 1-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard with just under 28 minutes to play in the second half. Braves had been inching closer and closer to an offensive scoring threat and finally are rewarded for their efforts. Frankham, who had been so strong in net all game long, can only do so much as a penalty kick is not something in the goalie's favor. Red Devils maybe use this as a big-time wake-up call. Plenty of time left, though, as Hyatt gets the ball loose and towards her feet. Along the side to Mota. She keeps it in play, looks to cross it now. Deflected out of the box. Kicked upfield for a second. Wilson charges in after it. Now Chandler's working with it. Towards the back line of the defense, Gonzalez applying pressure, but not enough, as this one's cleared out by the Braves, and here they come again. Star Valley with another chance. Crossing it in, goes to Frankham. She gets two hands to it, but unable to hold on to it and sees it go out of play for a corner kick. So a corner kick now up ahead for the visiting Braves, who have really taken control of this one in the last 5 or so minutes, including a goal. Corner kick goes from one corner to the corner of the box. Ball exits the field of play, and a throw-in coming up. Let's see who it's for. It's going to be a Brave throw-in. Now before a pair of substitutions come on for the Red Devils, Katie Saxton and J.C. Bardsley join their teammates trying to provide a spark for this Red Devil offense who finds themselves in a hole with plenty of time, but something to be mindful of as we are approaching the halfway mark of this second half. Hyatt chasing after it near midfield. Bardsley right after her. Chandler drops it down the offensive third, but it's cleared away by the Braves. Throw in coming up for Evanston. Good looking throw into Bardsley. She gives it back to Chandler. Looking for Hyatt. Unable to find her though. Now it gets knocked around a couple times and through some legs and being chased after by Hawk. Foul against the Braves, so a throw-in coming up here for the, a free kick coming up for the Red Devils. Hinsey slips, and you can't blame her as this snow continues to come down in waves. Throw in now for the visitors. Down the side. Played along the edge. Crossed into the middle and dealt with by ease. Penaloza. She's got Hyatt all alone. It's a 1-on-0 breakaway. Hyatt trying to tie the score. Shot goes wide. A great chance for Lauren Hyatt, but pressure behind her. You got the sense she felt it coming in, and maybe a premature shot, but it rolled well wide, all from Penaloza, who saw her open teammate hanging on an onside position just shy of midfield, so can't be offsides on your own half. Good heads-up play by the both of them. Taken away, though, by the Braves. Played up to Hyatt. Lauren trying to gain some separation. Passes it off. It's partially tipped and now goes to Bardsley. Clearing attempt is blocked. Gonzalez got a face full of ball, but she's going to play it off here, although now she appears to be in some discomfort. Knocked up ahead, the Braves trying to capitalize on a counterattack. Misplayed there, and now knocked back. Going inside, but Hawk was waiting for it. Little over 22 minutes to play. 1-0 Star Valley on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Good idea looking for Saxton, but just too tall for her. Ball escapes the field of play, and it's going to be a throw in now for Star Valley. Michaela Brogg will throw it in. Finds her captain, but Suter pushed off the ball. Quick throw in by Penaloza. Off to Hyatt. Gets past one defender. Hyatt pulls the trigger, and it's well wide. Substitutions being made for both sides here. Red Devils will send Naioli Mota back onto the pitch. And let's see who Coach Barton wants to give a breather to. Snow really coming down now. In fact, so much it's invading the press box. At this rate, I'm unsure if we're going to have a broadcast for the boys game at 5 p.m. But meanwhile, we have 20 minutes ahead of us as the Red Devils will look to get back into this. They found themselves in a similar situation, identical just about, last week against Mountain View. Let up a goal in the second half after a scoreless first of 40 minutes. Able to tie it up rather late. Do they have a little extra magic in the bottle? Let's find out. And it's going to be a Red Devil throw-in, actually, as we just about hit the halfway point of this second half. 1-0 Star Valley. Red Devils trying to get a goal and potentially a point on the table. Along the edge, played inside. An offside flag was waved, but it's going to be a play on now for the Red Devils. Push down the right wing. Crossed in, and it's going to go onto the side of the net, and a goal kick coming up for the Red Devils. Warren Hyatt grabs a seat, paving the way for Bella Dover, I believe. First time I think we've seen Dover this season in a varsity matchup at least, just a freshman. But maybe she can provide a spark. In the meantime, a good chance here by Star Valley, blocked after the shot was taken before it could go to Frankham, but still on the attacking third for Star Valley. Braves a long shot, gets by Frankham and out of play. Looks like it's going to be a throw-in, or I beg your pardon, a goal kick for the Red Devils. About 18 and a half to go. Big goal kick coming up as the snow begins to pick up. This ball just not traveling as far as it once did. Played along the edge. Ball gets across the line, and it's going to be a Red Devil throw-in. Moda throws it in, falls to Penaloza. She volleys it down the pitch, but out of play, and a throw-in now for Star Valley. Gets past the initial line of defense all the way to the back line of the Red Devils. And that's where Katie DeRue was waiting for it. Throw-in coming up here for Brogg. Some jockeying going on for position, and a whistle will go in the Red Devil direction. Hinsey will slow it down or speed up. Let's see. Doesn't wait too long as the cross gets inside the box. Long strike coming up, gets past everyone in front of it, and ultimately gets past the goal line and out of play for Hoffler. 16 and a half to go. 1-0 for the visiting crew. Taken away along the edge. Hoffler couldn't get a hold of it, though. It's going to be a Red Devil throw-in. Last touch by Star Valley. Mota will throw it in. Into the box. Out of play, and a Star Valley throw-in as it gets off the edge of your screen. That one headed out by Bardsley, and another throw in now awaiting us for the Braves. Hinsey playing it across to Chandler. She looks upfield, but the pass was tipped and taken away. Right back to Chandler it goes. Red Devils trying to build up some momentum, but it's taken away by Star Valley as they come on their counter. Cross pitch pass is taken away by the Red Devils as these two sides continue to swap hands time and time again. Good looking cross, but Frankham wins the race to it, and then a diving Brave clashed into her afterwards. Goal kick coming up. Long boot down the pitch and well wide of anyone or anything. So a harmless attack will end in a Red Devil goal kick as Lauren Hyatt takes her spot at the striking position once again as Bardsley grabs a seat. Kicked away, but right to the feet of the Braves. Star Valley approaching the box, and it's booted out. Long strike is gobbled up by Hinsey. Raced after and out of play. Last touch by Evanston, so a Star Valley throw-in. Approaching the box, it gets punched out and settled down for a second, but too long as the Red Devil defense crashed in on it, and now we have another Braves throw-in. Little over 13 minutes to play. Up to Hawk. Uses the sideline to her advantage, but just too much on it as she wanted to go to Mota. Instead, it gets out across the line and a Braves throw-in. Barkley on the throw-in. Nearly taken away. Instead, Erickson comes up with it. Tess Erickson crossing it in, and Daru waits for it and knocks it out and over the line. Corner kick now as that one was played off the shin of a Red Devil, and a good chance here for Star Valley trying to double up their lead. They got a 1-0 lead thanks to a penalty kick earlier this half. Here with their best chance of the second half since then as it is headed out of play and last touch by... It appears it's going to be going Red Devil way. Saxton for Evanston looks ready to rejoin her team. And hopping off the pitch for the Red Devils is Bella Dover. Goal kick for Evanston. High arching kick is headed back towards the box. This Red Devil defense has been hard at work the last couple of minutes as the Braves have really not allowed this ball to get across midfield, allowing their defense to catch a break, get their breath, and continue to apply pressure on this Red Devil team who trails 1-0. Once again, an unsuccessful clearing attempt for the Red Devils. And it's going to be a good look here for the Braves, who have a long shot go right to the waiting arms of Frankham. Nice through ball on the wing. Crossed in and played out. Good pressure from the Red Devils. Trying to time it up with Mota. And Nayeli unable to really get a hold of that one. Good look that time for Evanston. Probably the best look they've had on the offensive end of things in the last 5, 6, maybe even 7 minutes as we surface below 10 to go. Hawk trying to get the ball loose. Played back over to Hinsey. Nice through ball. And Saxton went down as a slide tackle was a bit early and right towards her. So a huge free kick coming up for Evanston. Hinsey wastes no time. Pulls the trigger, goes off the fingertips of Butler, but she gets to it first. And a calm, subtle boot from Butler is moved up towards midfield, but out of play and Red Devil ball. Just over 9 to play. Throw in now. Saxton chasing after it. Red Devils becoming more and more desperate as each minute passes. Look to see this back line for Evanston, that kind of that back four, especially those two center backs, begin to creep forward a little more. I mean, if you're going to lose 1-0 or 2-0, a loss is a loss. You might as well try and salvage something, but still plenty of time as we get below 8.5. Wilson kicking it right down the middle. Hinsey chasing after it. A race for a loose ball. Hyatt unable to win it, and it's cleared out. Evanston with a huge throw-in coming up in an offensive position here. Mota throwing it towards the box. Falls to Penaloza. Mota playing it back to Hawk. She slows things down and goes towards her left. Whistle blows, and it'll be a free kick for the Red Devils. Hinsey wasting no time once again. Shooting it and wide to the right. So another kick coming up from the goaltender for the visiting Braves, Butler. Just over 7 to play. 1-0 Star Valley on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Played up to Mota. Mota putting the brakes on. Goes back towards Penaloza. Got redirected and now a loose ball and chased after by Mota, who quickly shoots it, but it fades to the right like my golf shot and out of play. Goal kick coming up for the Braves once again. Snow continuing to come down and harder by the minute it appears. Looks like for Evanston a change about to be made by Coach Barton as J.C. Bardsley will be ready to rejoin her group, and right now it's Lauren Hyatt on the side. I think she may have a bloody nose. And that's obviously unfortunate for two reasons. One, you don't really ever want to get a bloody nose. Can't quite tell if it's a bloody nose or not, but she'll have to stay on the sideline until they can get the bleeding under control. Tough loss for the Red Devils as we dip below 6 minutes. Braves trying to clear it out, unable to. Kept in by Hawk. Goes to Moda on the wing, but once again, too strong and too hard for her. Unable to catch up to it, and it's going to be a Star Valley throw-in. 1-0 Braves after a penalty kick goal way back in that 32nd minute of the second half. Hawk throws it into Q. Penaloza trying to split the defense. Long throw in for Star Valley is pinballed around. Hinsey colliding with the defender, and it's popped up into the air and headed away for just a moment. Throw in coming up now for Chandler. Off the feet of Saxton, and another actually Red Devil throw in. Once again, Chandler moving it down the line. Played up the middle, it goes to Wilson. Poor clearance that time by the Braves allows the Red Devils to stick around, but now they get a hold of it, and bursting through the defense and colliding with the Red Devil is Kaiser. And it looks like it's going to be a free kick. It's going to go against Star Valley, so the Braves will have to backpedal as the Red Devils look to recapture that offensive momentum they were experiencing the last couple minutes. Now we are underneath 4 minutes to play. Tall shot over the defense, and Brinkley Frankham deals with it down at her knees. Strong punt that time by Frankham. Last touch by Mota, so it's going to be a Braves throw-in. Thrown in that time by Dickey. Or check that, Barkley. Aspen Barkley in no rush at all, and now we see Lauren Hyatt has some clotting going on to stop the nosebleed and rejoin her teammates as they desperately need their second leading goal scorer of the season. She's got 3 all year, and what a time to get a 4th for Hyatt or for anyone for that matter. Hawk picking up her pace here as another free kick awarded towards the Red Devils. Blasted down the field. Played up towards Moda. Behind the defense, misjudged it for a second. Now backpedals and slows things down. Over to Hawk. Across the face of the defense goes to Hinsey. First touch, popped the ball up in the air, but now she regains possession. Looking towards the opposite wing, but nothing's there. It's cleared away. Red Devils fighting for every loose ball. They really need to at this point. 1-0 Braves on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Just a little over 2 minutes to play. Played up along the edge over to Kaiser. Free kick goes right into the middle of that Star Valley defense, who boot it well down the field, knowing that they can just take a handful of decades off the clock here. Once again, played towards Frankham, who has to hop on the ground to pick it up. Under 90 seconds to play. Frankham. It's into the snowy sky. Penaloza trying to apply some pressure, chasing after it. Able to come up with it now. Goes towards Bardsley. Bardsley trying to get past the defense. Falls to Moda. 1 minute to play. Pass inside, looking for Hawk. Gets spit out towards Moda, but a whistle blows, and it looks like it's going to be a free kick for the Red Devils. Hawk and the other 10 rushing towards it. Free kick on the way is deflected out of play. Chased after now. Played back towards Hawk. 35 seconds. Inside the box. Whistle blows, and clock will continue to run. It's going to be a free kick for Evanston. Now the clock stops with 23 seconds. Oh, is this going to be, I didn't even see, it's going to be a penalty kick. Wow. Must have been a handball. Did not see that coming, but a penalty kick here with 23 seconds and a chance to tie the game right before the buzzer. Hinsey shot and a goal. The Red Devils nearly 23 seconds away from a 1-0 loss. Instead, they turn this game upside down thanks to a penalty kick goal from Kinley Hinsey. And it's all even at 1 with 23 seconds to go. Wow. Could not have waited any longer. Huge goal for the Red Devils, as we surely are 23 seconds away from playing some extra time. A handball must have been called. I missed it. Hard to see, but a handball inside the penalty box awarded a penalty kick to the Red Devils. So both teams scoring off a PK, and we are once again even at 1 apiece. Hoffler trying to clear her lines, kept in with 8 seconds to go. Red Devils get it away from the Braves with 3 seconds, and playing it up right now to Hyatt, but a buzzer will eliminate what could have been a scoring threat there for the Red Devils. And after 80 minutes of play, we are no closer to our finish than we were at our start. We're all even at 1 apiece, and some time will be added on to the clock. We'll step aside for a quick break here as they will get set to play an extra 10 minutes of soccer in the first half of extra time, and then 10 more. Looks like a 5-minute break here as both teams dart towards their respective locker rooms, trying to get inside some shelter. 1-1 our score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Don't go anywhere. We've got a thrilling conclusion coming your way right after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil Soccer.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
Overtime coming up for these two sides. Kinley Hinsey, the current hero with the cape on for the Red Devils, knocking in a penalty kick with 23 seconds to go in the half, and that was enough to propel us to an extra 20 minutes of play. It is not a sudden goal overtime here in the Cowboy State. We will play both halves of extra time, and then after that, if no winner is decided, it will be a draw as we only go to penalty kicks in the playoffs. So Hinsey, the story right now, penalty kick laid on, and she's able to bury it with ice in her veins as ice and snow continues to come down on the pitch here. At the beginning of this one, it was pretty green on that field, but now it's turning whiter and whiter by the minute. We've got about 2.5 minutes to go until overtime gets underway, so don't go anywhere. We'll step aside for another quick commercial break, and then when we return, we'll have 10 minutes of uninterrupted Red Devils soccer right up after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil Soccer on mylocalradio.com.
When you want something custom built for your home, farm and ranch, vehicle, or trailer, it needs to be done with precision, be strong, and be affordable. Get all this and more when you work with the Steel Shop at Ellingford Brothers. You bring the plan or idea, and they'll make it a reality. The Steel Shop sells and installs vehicle accessories like bull bars, running boards, and bed liners. They also specialize in truck and trailer hitches as well. Get it built to last. Ellingford Brothers, 221 County Road in Evanston.
Two roads diverged in a wood, and I had just purchased new tires at Plains Tire in Evanston. The trained tire technicians at Plains Tire expertly mounted, balanced, and aligned my new tires, so I was feeling good. While I was there, they changed my oil, checked my brakes, fixed my AC, and made sure my shocks were in tip-top shape. And with their lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations, I was ready to roll. So, thanks to Plains Tire, when two roads diverged in a wood, I took the one less traveled. Plains Tire, 157 Fair River Drive, Evanston.
Receive the best service in the industry when you lease or purchase office equipment from the professional, friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions. With a guaranteed quick turnaround time, we will save you money, time, and energy with quality products and customer service that is unmatched in the industry. Serving customers in Wyoming and Utah, Mountain West Business Solutions is a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925. Call us today.
To Evanston Middle School Field, and we have free soccer coming up. That's right. Hinsey with a penalty kick in the last 30 seconds to tie it up at 1-1 is going to push us into extra time here after an early goal at the start of the second half for the visiting Braves of Star Valley. Penalty kick of their own put them on top 1-0. And right down to the wire, the Red Devils able to potentially get at least 1 point out of this if it can remain a draw. But at this point, why not go for all three? It'll be a 10-minute first half and then a 10-minute second half of extra time here between the Red Devils and the Braves. I'm Matthew Peterson, happy to have you alongside me for a great one here between these two sides. And a snowy affair. I mean, after 20 minutes of play, maybe have them duke it out in a snowball fight, as we are getting some Wyoming weather mid-April right now as the snow continues to pile upon us. Both officials getting their clocks set and ready to go. It's going to be 10 minutes, and here we go. With the Red Devils. Played up and taken away. I'll be curious to see how aggressive both teams are here. You know, are they going to try and just sit back and take the 1 point? Or they want to push the envelope a little bit and try to come away with all three? I mean, for Evanston, 1 point is great at this rate, given the fact that you were 23 seconds away from a 1-0 defeat. Instead, we can come away with just 1 point here. That'd be a major success. Instead, this pass gets by the defender, Hyatt chasing after it. Had Moda on the wing, but the pass was deflected and taken away. Goes out to Kaiser. Moved up the pitch and across. Good chance here for Star Valley now. They make their way down the wing, and the ball gets knocked out of play. It'll be a throw in here for the Braves. as Wilson helps her opponent up off the pitch. Just over 8.5 remaining in the first half of extra time. Throw in now for Star Valley. Braves take it away. Nice cross, but it's cleared out by Chandler. Eight minutes to go in the first half of extra time. This one airlifted over the defense along the wing, kept in for the moment. No whistle yet as it hugs that far line, but now it's going to be crossed into the middle. Picked up by the Red Devils. Clearing attempt is unsuccessful, but the shot goes wide, and no harm, no foul for the time being as a goal kick is going to come up for Evanston. Little over 7 minutes to play. At the end of this 10 minutes, we'll have a little bit of a break. I would suspect another 5-minute break, and then the final 10 minutes will come up after that. Long shot, and it's well wide. Frankham chases after it. Not an issue for her, as it never really had a chance. Brinkley Frankham has been just excellent in net so far today for Evanston. One goal allowed coming from a penalty kick, but from the field itself, I mean, she's been perfect. Charged when she's had to, made some big saves when they needed her to. Now they need her to step up in these last 16 and a half minutes to avoid a loss at home against their rivals, the Braves. Star Valley dominating the time of possession here to open up the first 10 minutes of extra time. Just a little over 6 to play. Crossed in. Long shot, and it is just wide of the net. Frankham maybe got a fingertip to it, but a bit of a balloon shot that time, and a corner kick coming up for the visitors. Evanston trying to defend this set piece, keep their side in it. Long corner kick is headed away for a second, knocked back into play. Shot was blocked out of bounds, and it's going to be another corner kick. A second corner for Star Valley. Little over 5 minutes to play. Line drive down low, shot mistimed. Gets out of the box for a second, and then that attempt is going to peel way to the right. Still in play. Moved along the edge and now back towards the top. Knocked her on the back line. Punctured inside the box. Long shot is wide out of play, and it's going to roll out for a goal kick. Red Devils will kick it away here with just under 4.5 to play. 1-1 our score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Booted up and kept in by the Braves. Now in front of that Brave bench as the entire team is huddled up with blankets trying to stay warm. Crossed in, Frankham charging after it. She'll win the race. Really needed to that time as the Braves were all over it, looming in the area, but Frankham avoids danger for the moment. Boots it up towards Hinsey, the hero of this Red Devil team. Tied it with 23 seconds left in the half with a penalty kick. Penelosa chasing after it. She's got it now. Ball is exited out of the field of play, and it's going to be a Red Devil throw-in. Red Devils really trying to pick up some possession here as we get to the 3-minute mark in the first half of extra time. Kicked up and played across the half field line. Knocked around the back line. Pass attempt blocked by Hinsey. Now on the same page as our teammate as that pass went right to the Braves. 2.5 to go. Nice cross along the wing. Good through pass. Chasing after it is Moda, but just couldn't quite get a handle of it as it knocks out of bounds off her foot. Pushed down the field by Star Valley. Along the edge and out of play and a Red Devil throw-in. Throwing it in along the side and kept in by the Braves. Nope, a flag pops up and it's going to be a throw-in now for Star Valley. On their attacking third. Along the edge. Kaiser trying to cross it in. Shot is mistimed and chasing it after it on an open goal right now. Near disaster here, but the Braves once again unable to capitalize on an open net as this one is lofted over Frankham and out of play. Wow, what another great opportunity there for Star Valley as Frankham was trying to get from one end of the goal box to the other. Lost that race, which has not been a common theme today, and it provided an open net for Star Valley. But once again, like in that first half, we saw a good scoring opportunity be neutralized by the Red Devil defenders. Under a minute to play. Corner kick gets inside the box. Shot is blocked after the initial shot taken. Play near Frankham, gets through her, gets towards the goal line, and they'll say that she was able to jump on it, did not cross the goal line, but Brinkley Frankham indeed warming up her side and keeping them on her toes as that one was a near goal with just about 30 seconds to go in the first half of extra time. Here on the counterattack, Moda bumping into her defender, and it's going to be a free kick now for the Braves with 10 seconds to go. Three seconds, and it looks like we're going to play another 10 more minutes of 1-to-1 soccer between the Red Devils and the Braves. We'll have the second half of extra time coming up in just a few minutes, as both sides will have a few minutes to regroup and talk things over. We'll be right back on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of My Local Radio Sports and Evanston Red Devil Soccer.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes for the Tooth Fairy so the Tooth Fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the Tooth Fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
When you want something custom built for your home, farm and ranch, vehicle, or trailer, it needs to be done with precision, be strong, and be affordable. Get all this and more when you work with the Steel Shop at Ellingford Brothers. You bring the plan or idea, and they'll make it a reality. The Steel Shop sells and installs vehicle accessories like bull bars, running boards, and bed liners. They also specialize in truck and trailer hitches as well. Get it built to last. Ellingford Brothers, 221 County Road in Evanston.
Two roads diverged in a wood, and I had just purchased new tires at Plains Tire in Evanston. The trained tire technicians at Plains Tire expertly mounted, balanced, and aligned my new tires, so I was feeling good. While I was there, they changed my oil, checked my brakes, fixed my AC, and made sure my shocks were in tip-top shape. And with their lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations, I was ready to roll. So, thanks to Plains Tire, when two roads diverged in a wood, I took the one less traveled. Plains Tire, 157 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Receive the best service in the industry when you lease or purchase office equipment from the professional, friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions. With a guaranteed quick turnaround time, we will save you money, time, and energy with quality products and customer service that is unmatched in the industry. Serving customers in Wyoming and Utah, Mountain West Business Solutions is a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925. Call us today.
Wyoming.
Welcome back to the broadcast booth for the final 10 minutes of extra time here between the Red Devils and Star Valley. I'm Matthew Peterson. It's been an excellent game so far, and hopefully the final 10 minutes will provide some more theatrics for us. Red Devils able to tie the game right at the end of the second half as the Braves jumped on the scoreboard first early in the second half after a scoreless opening 40 minutes of play, and then nothing to it in that first set of extra time. It was pretty much, I shouldn't say all Braves, but they definitely led in possession and in terms of scoring chances. So Red Devils opening up this second half of extra time, trying to put some pressure on the visiting Braves with a little over 9 minutes to go. There will not be any penalty kicks or added time after this. It will simply be chalked up as a draw. And to be fair, I mean, I would say that would be a pretty accurate assessment of these two teams. I mean, if you're Star Valley and you walk away with 1 point, you're going to be frustrated, right? You're 23 seconds away from 3 points on the road especially. But it would feel like a win almost for Evanston, snapping defeat away at the last possible moment. Penaloza able to get past one defender, crossing it over to Moda. Hawk passes it up to Naeli. Trying to get past the defense. On the wing, shot and a save. Good look that time by Naeli Moda. And the Red Devils get a shot on goal within the first 2 minutes of the second half of extra time. Evanston applying more pressure, passed up to Hyatt. Flag is up, though. That seemed too good to be true, and it's going to be offsides against Lauren Hyatt and a free kick coming up for Star Valley. 1-1 our score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. These two bitter rivals going neck and neck here. Kicked up towards midfield for the Braves. Blocked, though, and Hinsey, the hero right now for Evanston, has it and passed off to Hyatt, who saw her pass get intercepted by the Braves. DeRue steers it away from trouble for a moment. Whistle blows. Free kick for the Red Devils. Just over 7 to play. Like I said, after 7 more minutes, this one will be a draw if we do not get a change to our scoreboard. Played back and mistimed by Wilson. That may open the door here for the Braves. Crossing it over. Racing after it and winning it is Frankum. Once again, Brinkley Frankum showing, hey, goalies may not run as much as everyone, but they've got to be quick. Because when those crosses come across your face, you need to win that battle. As she has done time and time again today. Penaloza, nifty move. Getting past defender, only to have her cross hit the back of a head. Second chance. Here's Hyatt running after it. Hyatt, alone. Pushed off the ball now. On the wing. Slowing it down. Peeling back in. Shot and a save. Another big-time save by Butler to keep it even at 1. Lauren Hyatt with a huge shot for this Red Devil team. And a corner kick awaits us. Hinsey will take the corner kick with about 5.5 to go in the second half of extra time. Good looking kick. Goes to Hawk and right in front of the face of Butler, but not going to be much concern as it didn't come too close to the goal line, and a goal kick coming up for Addie Butler. Butler, a senior, and like we talked about earlier, this Star Valley team is just littered with seniors and juniors in their starting 11. But speaking of underclassmen, here's Hinsey, just a freshman. Moving it down the field and has her cross blocked out of play for another corner kick. Past the halfway mark of the second half of extra time. 1-1, still our score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Huge corner kick coming up for the Red Devils. Pushing some more bodies forward and into the box. Line drive, low kick. Popped up and scooped up by Butler. Punted away. Red Devil Final Four crashing in as Chandler plays it up, but taken away by the Braves. Thompson couldn't get a hold of it. Knocked out of play, and now she'll throw it in. Instead, she leaves it behind. Thrown up and headed by Strasburg. Little over 3.5 to play. Throwing for Kaiser. Towards the box. Played back, and Robinson hits it into the air. Long shot, and not much of an issue for Frankum, who takes all the precautionary measures to ensure that one would not sneak through her legs, because with this snow coming down and that wet ball, there is no guarantee for any goaltender in these circumstances. Good pass up. Chasing after it is Hyatt, but racing towards it and winning it was Butler as she boots it down the field. On the counterattack, it's the Braves trying to find an extra 2 points in the table. Under 3 to play. Played back towards Gonzalez on the wing. Gonzalez had her cross. A handball, I think. Whistle blew, and it looked like that ball may have hit her wrist. The question is, inside or outside the box, and looks like, yep, it's going to be a free kick here. So with under 2.5 to play, the Red Devils taking all their time right now, slowing it down. Hinsey with 1 goal already. What a time to get a second. Long shot. Played around. Butler on the pitch, trying to get to it. No one's got it. Played out, cross back in. It's blocked. And another handball, it appears. This time it looks like it may have been in the box. Right now the Braves are appealing with the official, but it's going to be another penalty kick for Evanston. Hinsey tied it with a penalty kick with 23 seconds remaining in the second half. Now has an opportunity to take the lead with just below 2 to go in the second half of extra time. Hinsey's shot is in for the goal. No. Hold up. Everyone's waving this off here. It does not appear that the official was all set, and it looks like Hinsey may have just gotten a little premature and excited. So we're going to do it all over again. Now you got to go into the mental warfare here. Do you put it in the same place or go a different way? Butler knows where you like to go. This time it looks like it will count as she gets the whistle. Hinsey. It's good again. Kinley Hinsey with 2 penalty kicks. Once to tie and the second to take the lead with less than 2 to go in extra time. The Red Devils were just 23 seconds away from a 1-0 defeat against their rivals. But a pair of handballs has paved the way for what could be a huge comeback victory at home, but still a minute 52 left, and now it's Star Valley's turn to try and save this one at the very end. The Braves have no time to waste. They trail 2-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Star Valley trying to get some kind of offensive rhythm here. They've got it beyond the box. Long shot and a goal! Unbelievable! Just 32 seconds later, the Braves have tied the game. The Star Valley faithful have made the trip south, honking their horns in their cars, staying warm, while the 11 on the pitch battle and tie the game. What a match this has been, 2-2 now. Unfortunately, there will not be any more time. A minute 20 is all that is left. But it makes you think the next time these two sides meet in Afton, it's surely going to be one for the ages as well. And it looks like the officials want to talk things over. I think they just want to get everyone off the field and a couple yards beyond the line. Minute 20 on the clock, and, well, we can't rule out maybe some more drama coming our way. Can the Red Devils retake the lead? They only led for a total of 32 seconds. They play it back to Hawk. She boots it up the middle. And all of a sudden, these two sides playing with the energy that they had in the first 2 minutes here in the final 2 minutes. Free kick coming up for the Red Devils. 1 minute to go. Wilson airmails it. Gets past the defense and makes its way towards the goal line. Stopped by the Braves and played up the side. 45 seconds. Chandler knees it out of play. Star Valley with the throw-in. Down the line it goes. Falls to Bardsley. 30 seconds remaining. The Braves in a hurry. Moving it down the edge. 20 seconds. This will be the last attack of the game. Long shot is well off the line from Strasburg with 13 seconds, and it appears that all the air has been sucked out here as Frankham will slow things down and allow this clock to run out. These two sides fought hard, and after 100 minutes of soccer in Evanston, we have a 2-2 draw. We'll recap this one and more in our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. We'll hand out some awards and whatnot, but a great match between these two sides. The final 2-2 between the Evanston Red Devils and the Star Valley Braves.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
There's a reason Rocky Mountain Yeti is Southwest Wyoming's #1 dealer. Come in and see what all the buzz is about. Voted Best of Evanston by you. Best of Evanston in new car sales, used car sales, and Best of Evanston in service. We have the best selection of inventory in town, paired with our legendary 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Come see us today at one of our 2 locations, 100 Wasatch Road or Yeti on 3rd next to Walmart. Let us help get you on your next adventure today. Rocky Mountain Yeti, legend driven.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds. Plus job listings, fun giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch live as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches, catch up on local and regional news, and get accurate weather conditions and forecasts. Visit mylocalradio.com, like us on Facebook, and stream it all now.
Jimmy John Freaky Fast recap. We'll update the score right here for you guys watching. It's a 2-2 draw between the Red Devils and the Star Valley Braves, but probably the game of the season so far, even though it's just 1 point each on the table. I mean, both sides felt a whole bunch of emotions throughout the stages of this game. Let's start our Freaky Fast recap with the first 40 minutes being very quickly played in terms of not a whole lot of action. I mean, no goals for either side after 40 minutes here at Evanston Middle School. And then in the second half, different story. It would be a penalty kick for the Braves with about 8 minutes into the second half to jump on the scoreboard first. So Star Valley led 1-0 for most of the game in the second half. But with 23 seconds left in the second half, Kinley Hinsey delivers a huge penalty kick to level the score and push it into extra time. Then in the first half of extra time, just like the first half of regular time, no score at all, but once again, some late theatrics in the second half, this time of extra time. It would be the Red Devils scoring with a minute 52 off what else but a Kinley Hinsey penalty kick to put their side ahead. So less than 2 minutes to go. Evanston up 2-1, feeling probably like how Star Valley felt at the end of the second half, that they've got this one in the bag. However, it would be the Braves this time coming back at the last possible moment. With a minute 20 left in extra time, they level the score with a long goal, and it would be a 2-2 final. That right there is our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. You can check out Jimmy John's on Front Street. Always fresh and fast and delicious. Jimmy John's is my favorite sandwich spot in town. You can never go wrong with Jimmy John's. Check them out, 113 Front Street in Evanston. Let's get into our Dr. McKay Frankham precision play of the game. Precision play of the game. For a long time, it looked like it may just be the best shot of the game that didn't result in a goal for the Red Devils coming off the foot of J.C. Bardsley. But instead, you can split it between Hinsey's 2 penalty kicks, probably the one in the second half with 23 seconds left just to tie it. I mean, ice in her veins as snow was piling down on the Red Devils. and the Braves in this one. But that right there is our Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game. Precision Family Dentistry at reasonable rates. Check them out here in Evanston. All right, folks, that's going to do it for us. I'm Matthew Peterson. Happy to have you alongside me. I want to thank my camera operator today, Jocelyn. Did a fantastic job of giving you guys all the angles and coverage you needed to enjoy this one. Once again, our final from Evanston Middle School, 2-2 between the Red Devils and the Braves. We'll see you this Friday in Jackson. But until then, go Red Devils.